Welcome to ROAMpayX online workshop. Welcome to PaymentMax, powered by First Data. This exciting smartphone application is something that will add tremendous value to your business by empowering you to accept payments on the go without having to purchase additional expensive hardware. ROAMpayX credit card app works in tandem with PaymentMax merchant account. We'll be discussing a welcome, user service activation, introduction, purpose, key features, activation, using the system, My Roam, contact us. PaymentMax is a merchant service provider for business owners who want to have the ability to take payment via their mobile phone. Our mission is to serve merchants with the best payment processing solutions, lowest rates, quickest funding, and exceptional customer service. PaymentMax is a leading provider of payment processing solutions. We are here for all types of businesses, including retail, restaurant, services, wireless, telephone and mail order, internet, and many more. Thousands of small to mid-sized businesses rely on PaymentMax to simply, securely, and effectively get money into their accounts. Activating ROAMpayX. To activate full service, please follow the steps below. Upon sign-up, you'll receive an activation email containing a username and temporary password. Follow the instructions in the email to activate your My Roam, that's my.roamdata.com account. To use ROAMpayX, you must first log into your My Roam account and accept ROAMdata's terms and conditions. Change your password. Accept the recurring payment method provided. Download the ROAMpayX application from your phone's Market App Store. Note, until these steps are completed, you cannot use ROAMpayX on your mobile device or PC Mac virtual terminal. If you experience any issues with the download or login, please contact support at PaymentMaxHQ.com. The primary purpose of ROAMpayX is to turn your mobile phone into a payment terminal to accept credit and debit card payment transactions. PIN debit transactions are not allowed. The application also allows users to both void and refund transactions. To accommodate users who may not always have connectivity on their device, the application can run in online or offline modes. While in offline mode, credit and cash payment information is stored securely on the device and will be uploaded later to the payment server. The user assumes the risk of a credit card decline while operating in offline mode. This webinar describes how to use the ROAMpayX application powered by Roam. It provides information and details on the functionality and simple steps to use each function of the ROAMpayX application and virtual terminal for desktop notebook version. Note, illustrations depict the application as shown on a mobile device, as shown in Figure 1, and virtual terminal. Different devices may display the content differently. By the way, if you are on this webinar and if you have not signed up, be sure to visit PaymentMax.com after this webinar and sign up with us. ROAMpayX application has 7 major functions: credit sale, cash sale, void, refund, history, offline sale, settings. The key features: process all major credit and debit cards. ROAMpayX enables you to accept every major credit card with your mobile phone. This includes MasterCard, Visa, American Express, and Discover. Process and record transactions such as voids and refunds for credit and cash transactions. Set tax rate for auto calculations to the total. Accept tips, gratuity. Record cash and card transactions. All transactions are recorded and can be exported for better management and organization. Record customer contact details and build up customer base for targeted marketing. Offline transactions. When cellular or Wi-Fi signal is not available, transactions can be stored securely and uploaded at a later time when your network is accessible. Issue receipts to customer email. Receipts can be sent to customers' email address when making both cash and card sales. Merchants always receive a copy of the receipt for every sale. Completely secure transactions. All payment activities are DES3 encrypted to ensure protection for you and your customers. Shortly after the completion of your registration for the ROAMpayX application, you'll receive a welcome email with your username, temporary password, and activation code for your iOS and Android devices. The activation code is required to activate as shown in Figure 2 and use the ROAMpayX application upon download from the App Store Market. This code should be kept in a secure location in case you need to reinstall your application in the future. When the download is completed, the ROAMpayX application, as shown in Figure 3, will most likely be stored in the Application folder under the main menu. Dragging the icon to the home screen will make it easier to access the app. Please review the following. You will need to log into MyRoam at my.roamdata.com and complete the necessary steps before ROAMpayX will be ready for use on your mobile phone. You will also be able to purchase accessories on the MyRoam portal. Please see the section in this manual for the instructions on MyRoam online usage. Once loaded, the login screen will appear requesting the username and password as shown in Figure 4. Use the same username and password you used for MyRoam. The username and password are case sensitive. Using the system. Log in. Note, all users must be authenticated using a username and password before gaining access to any functionality provided by the application. The username and password are case sensitive. Launch ROAMpayX by selecting the icon from your Applications folder. Enter your username and password. Note, if this is the first time you are launching the application, you will see a screen asking you to set up your default settings, as shown in Figure 5. These settings include Enable Sales Tax, Enable Tipping Gratuity, Change Password, Enter Sales Tax Percent, Enable Signature Capture. Select the items you wish to enable and select Save. You may change these defaults later by pressing the Settings button in the upper menu bar. After the initial setup above, you will land on Home Screen, which is the credit sales page as shown in Figure 6. From this screen, you can produce a credit sale or move to one of the other options, which are Cash Sale, Refund, Offline, Void, History, Settings. Credit Sale. The main page upon login is Credit Sale, as shown in Figure 6. Please follow the steps below. Start by entering the amount of the transaction in the Amount section using the standard dollars and cents format, for example, 10.09. The sales tax has been pre-populated only if the sales tax option has been enabled in the setup. Select a predefined tip percent by pressing one of the options. You can also enter a different amount in the Tip Amount field. Tip percent and tip amount are displayed only if tipping has been enabled in the Settings menu. Once the amounts have been added to the respective fields, select Calculate. The subtotal tax and tip will be displayed along with the sales total, as shown in Figure 7. Select Continue if the information is correct or Back if the information needs to be changed. The next section is optional information to be added if you wish to capture your customer's information, such as name, address number 1, address 2, zip code, city, state. You may either enter the information and select Capture or select Skip. The next screen, Figure 8, is where you will capture the following: card data, manual or swipe, email address of your customer, which is optional. Note, entering email address will automatically send customer receipt upon transaction submission. Invoice order number, optional. Additional notes, optional. For swipe-capable devices, select the Swipe Card button as shown in Figure 8. You will be prompted to Swipe Card Now. Swipe the card through the swipe as directed in the Swipe Instructions Guide. The truncated card data will appear along with the expiration date and security code CVV2. Fill out any of the optional fields that you wish and select Submit Payment. For manual entry, the user will hand key the following: credit card number, CVV, expiration date. The user will also be required to enter in the customer data fields, address, zip code. All other fields for address are optional. For either manual or swipe-capable device entry, transmission will begin and payment request approval or decline will appear on the screen as shown in Figure 9. The user will be prompted to continue confirming the transaction message, and a copy of the receipt will be displayed as shown in Figure 10. Select OK to continue. If you have enabled signature capture, you will be prompted to have the card holder sign on the screen. Customer signs in signature box and selects Done as shown in Figure 11. You are returned to the credit sale screen for the next transaction. Cash sale. Cash sales provides the following benefits. Does not go to the processor for any approval. Used for tracking your cash sales. Provides an email receipt for your customer. Viewable on your MyRoam account. Select the Cash Sale button to start your cash sale. Select by entering the amount of the transaction in the Amount section as shown in Figure 12, using the standard dollars and cents format, again for example $10.09. The sales tax has been pre-populated only if the sales tax option has been enabled in the Settings menu. Select a predefined tip percent by pressing one of the options. You can always enter a different amount in the Tip Amount field. Tip percent and tip amount are displayed only if tipping has been enabled in the Settings menu. Once the amounts have been added to the respective fields, select Calculate. The subtotal tax and tip will be displayed along with the sales total as shown in Figure 13. Select Continue if the information is correct or Back if the information needs to be changed as shown in Figure 13. The next screen is optional with sections for Notes. Notes are any notes you wish to make about the customer. Email. Email is sent to an email recipient to your customer. Note: you must select the Send Receipt checkbox for the email to be sent. Reverse phone lookup. Note: this function is optional and not required to process with the exception of manual key entry, which required address and zip code entry. Shows up in cash sale mode only. Select Next and you'll see the reverse phone lookup screen. You may look up a phone number to collect the data for your records. To collect the data, check Collect Cust Data. You can use any listed landline phone number with this feature. If listed, the address fields will automatically fill in with address information found under the number. If you check the Collect Cust Data without entering a phone number, you can manually enter the customer information. This information includes name, address number 1, address 2, zip code, city, state. Select Continue and the request will be submitted. You will receive a Payment Submitted response and you select OK. To void a transaction. A void means clearing a transaction that was just recently performed. Voids must be performed prior to settlement occurring, and for some processors, this must occur in as little as 20 minutes. If a void cannot be performed, you may process a refund instead. Select the Void button. This will bring up the latest transactions and their amounts. Select the transaction and, if desired, select the Details button to view details of the transaction. Press the Void button and you will be prompted to verify the transaction to void. Select the Void button and the application will request a void. If the request was approved, the screen will display Transaction Voided and the authorization code. If declined, the decline will be displayed. Select OK to proceed back to the Void screen. Select Back to go to the main screen. For refund. Refund is a credit reverse, which means you can credit the card for any amount. Credit, cash. To perform a credit refund, select Credit and then press Select, which will bring you to the credit card data entry screen as shown in Figure 14. For swipe credit returns, enter the amount to be credited first. Select the swipe icon. This device will initiate the swipe and display Swipe Card Now. Swipe the card. The data will be displayed with the expiration and amount to be refunded. Select the next icon to transmit the refund request. If successful and approved, you will receive an approval message and an authorization code. Select the OK icon to continue. For manual entry credit returns, enter the credit card number, enter the expiration date, enter the amount to be refunded. Select the refund icon to transmit the refund request. If successful and approved, you will receive an approval message and an authorization code. Select the OK icon to continue. For cash refund, from the refund menu, select Cash. Press Select. Enter the cash amount. Select the refund icon to transmit the refund request. You will receive a message the refund was successful. Select the OK icon to continue. Offline. Offline transactions, also known as store and forward, are for times when there is no method of transmitting the credit card information to the processor. This allows the user to store the card data in the application and running the transaction at a later time when data transmission is available. Note, offline transactions will not perform an authorization at the time of swiping or entering the card data. The merchant assumes all risks if the card is declined or lost in transaction. It is highly suggested that all offline transactions also include the card data and merchant contact information being captured for possible recreation of the transaction if needed. There are two methods for entering offline: forced into offline due to no coverage, as shown in Figure 15, logging in and selecting offline. If you have network coverage and are able to log in but wish to perform offline transactions, select Offline in the upper menu bar. If you do not have connectivity, you will be asked to enter Offline Mode, as shown in Figure 15. When logging in, and must select Continue. You will receive a second message indicating you are in offline mode. Select Continue. There are three options under Offline, as shown in Figure 16. Offline Credit Sale, Offline Cash Sale, Upload Stored Transactions. Offline Credit Sale. This will allow you to capture the credit card information, which will be stored until the device is able to transmit and an upload can occur. From the Offline Sales menu, start by entering the amount of transaction in the Amount section using the standard dollars and cents format, again, for example, 10.09. The sales tax has been pre-populated only if the sales tax option has been enabled in the setup. Tip amount can be added using a predefined percentage or enter a custom tip amount if tipping has been enabled in Settings menu. Once the amounts have been added in the respective fields, select Calculate. The subtotal, tax, and tip will be displayed along with the sales total as shown in Figure 17. Select Continue if the information is correct or Back if the information needs to be changed. The next screen, Figure 18, is where you will capture the following: card data, manual or swipe, expiration date, CVV2 number. Card data may be entered manually or by swiping the card if your device is swipe unit capable. For swipe-capable devices, select the icon Swipe Card as shown in Figure 18. The user will be prompted to swipe card now. The user will swipe the card through the swiper as directed in the Swipe Instructions Guide. The truncated card data will appear along with the expiration date and security code data. If the user wishes to enter any of the optional data, then do so at this time and select Submit Payment. For manual entry, the user will hand key the credit card number, CVV, expiration date. The user will also be required to enter in the customer data fields, address, zip code. All other fields for address are optional. For either manual or swipe-capable device entry, select Continue. Enter notes, optional. Enter email address, and check Send Receipt, optional. Select Submit. Receipt of purchase notification will be displayed. Select OK. The transaction has been stored. Note, the transaction will still need to be uploaded to the processor once network connectivity is available. For offline cash sale, this option allows you to perform a cash sale to keep the information for your records and send a receipt to your customer. This will only occur when the transactions are uploaded. Select the Offline Sales menu. Select Offline Cash Sale. Press Select. Enter the amount of the sale. Enter tip amount into the respective fields. Select Calculate. The totals screen will be displayed, allowing you to continue or go back to change the information. Select Continue. Enter notes, optional. Enter an email address if you wish to send an email receipt to your customer. Again, this is optional, and be sure to check the Send Email box. Select Next. Enter phone number if you want to perform a reverse phone number lookup. Again, this is optional. Select Collect Cust Data if you wish to collect the customer's address information. Optional. Check the Data Collection box and select Next will bring you to a screen allowing data entry for name, address, zip, city, and state. Enter any or all data and select Continue. The transaction will be saved after acknowledgement. Upload offline transactions. This option allows you to upload any transaction stored while in offline mode. You must have connectivity available for this to be performed. Select the Offline Sales menu. Select Upload Stored Transactions. Press Select. All stored transactions, if any, will be displayed. You may view the details of a specific transaction by selecting the transaction and press the Details icon. Select Upload All. The transactions will upload and display the approval or decline. Select Continue for each transaction uploaded. A completion message will be displayed. Select OK. Select Back to go back to the main offline cash menu. History. History of transactions can be viewed from the device by selecting the History icon as shown in Figure 19 in the upper menu bar. The History function allows for the following functions: last 30 days, current batch, transaction errors, email transactions. Last 30 days. Select the last 30 days and press Select. This will load the transactions on the device. You can view any of the transactions in the list by selecting the transaction and pressing the Select button. This will provide a view of the transaction, including the authorization number. Current batch. Select the current batch from the History menu and press Select. This shows the latest batch the processor has. This will change depending upon the processor's batching schedule. You can view any of the transactions in the list by selecting the transaction and pressing the Select icon. This will provide a view of the transaction, including the authorization number. Transaction errors. Select the transaction errors from the History menu and press Select. This will show all errors that have occurred. Selecting the error and pressing Select will show the error in more detail. You may clear the error list at any time. Email transactions. Select the email transactions from the History menu and press Select. There are two choices. Email 30 days. Email 30 days will send the last 30 days. Email current batch. Email current batch is only for the current processes. Both options will send you a CSV file for your records via email. Select the Email button to confirm, and the email will be sent. Settings. The Settings functions allows changes to the application settings, such as shown in Figure 20, enable sales tax, enter sales tax percent, enable tipping, enable signature capture. These are the same features which were enabled in the original setup and can be changed or modified at any time. Enable sales tax. Select to enable or disable sales tax. If the checkbox is checked, sales tax is enabled. If not, it's disabled. Enter sales tax percent. Enter the percentage of the sales tax used. Note, this option is dependent upon the Enable Sales Tax option being checked. This option enables tipping while entering the charge. If the checkbox is checked, tipping is enabled. If not, it is disabled. Select Saved to save the changes. Enable tipping. This option enables tipping when entering the charge. If the checkbox is checked, tipping is enabled. If not, it is disabled. Enable signature capture. This option enables signature capture when the transaction is complete. If the checkbox is checked, signature capture is enabled. Select Save to save the changes. If the checkbox is not checked, signature capture is not enabled. Offline mode. Change password. The user cannot change the password in offline mode. MyRoam. Your MyRoam account, as shown in Figure 21, is the web homepage to start your virtual terminal and perform administrative functions. To log in, go to my.roamdata.com and enter username, enter password, select Login. You will be directed to your homepage in your MyRoam account as shown in Figure 22. The homepage has 8 tabs on top of the page and 2 icons in the middle to the right. On top of the page are Home, My Account, My Apps, Training, Support, Contact Us, Shop, Log Out. In the middle of the page are Launch Apps, Account Information. Home. Clicking this option will bring you back to your home page. My Account. My Account has 3 options: Roam Player, Web Edition, Update Account Info, Reprovision Phone. Note, hovering the mouse over the Over My Account tab will show the 3 options listed. Roam Player, Web Edition. Select this option to bring you to the page to launch the virtual terminal. Select the launch icon as shown in Figure 23. A new window will open. Select Open. Java will launch. New window will appear. Select the application. Click Run. Input username. Input password. Select Login as shown in Figure 24. The Roam Player on the web will operate and look the same as the device application as Figure 25. See the application operations for more detail. Update account info. Under this option, there are 3 options: change billing information, change password, edit secret question. Change billing information. Select Change Billing Information to change the way your Roam data fees are deducted. This may be ACH, checking account, or credit card. Note, if this information is not correct and the account becomes delinquent, your account can be deactivated. This does not affect how your funds are deposited, as Roam data does not handle funding. Edit secret question. This simply allows you to change your secret question if your support team requests this information for verification. My Apps. My Apps provides options for you to review transactions. Entering the application, you will see 3 options as shown in Figure 26. Recent activity, new customers, transactions. Recent activity. Once you have selected the application, you will see the recent activity on the screen as the default. This lists your most recent processed transactions with date, time, and type of sale. New customers. This will show you a list of customers whose information you have captured during a transaction. This may also be downloaded as a CSV file if you wish. There is a drop-down list for the last 30, 60, 90 days, or all. Transactions. This option allows you to see transactions which occurred in the last 90 days. There is a drop-down which allows for the last 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months. You may also export the last 30, 60, 90 days, or all using the drop-down. Training. The Training tab has several options in it pertaining to training on the application. The options include, as shown in Figure 27, Getting Started, Video Tutorials, Helpful Documents, and FAQs. Getting Started. The main page under Getting Started has links and helpful advice on how to process via the web or device. Video Tutorials. Video tutorials are where videos of the installation and use of the application are kept. These are useful and for desktop viewing, not for mobile. Helpful Documents. There are several helpful documents under this section, including swipe unit user manuals. and contact us. If you feel you need to contact us, please use this tab to find contact information. For Shop, the Shop tab is where you may purchase a swipe unit for your mobile device. This follows the standard shopping cart format. To assure your device is swipe supported, please visit devices.roamdata.com. Again, if you need to contact us for more information, visit PaymentMax.com. For sales department, call 800-979-0210, extension 105. For customer support, contact us at support@PaymentMaxHQ.com. You can also follow us on Facebook.com/PaymentMax or Twitter.com/PaymentMax. Thank you for joining me on this webinar. For more information and to get started, visit PaymentMax.com.